Hi guys, welcome back. It's Melissa Robson here from Divine Creative Agency, and this is lesson 5 of 7 ways in 7 days to get more clients for your business. Now today is a really interesting topic because people like to think there's a winning formula for this, and there often is, but every business is unique and every website is unique. So I just ask you to consider that when we give you these helpful tips today about how to have a high performing website that is converting visitors into actual clients that want to buy from you, just consider that every industry is different and what may work for some doesn't work for others. So you really need to get to know who your target market is and what it is that makes you unique before you even attempt to sort of put these strategies into place. So as long as you're in agreement with me on that, these strategies are going to be really helpful to you, and I really encourage you to take notes and jot these down and go and have a good hard look at your website and see if it's actually doing these things at the moment, because if it's not, you're leaving money on the table and you're getting people to your website that are visiting and then they're leaving straight away because there's no real reason to stay. So let's get started. Okay, so I think the first thing, and we've touched on this in other videos, is that you need to tap into the pain points that your target market are experiencing around what it is that you provide them. So they're going to have some real pain, some real emotional pain around this, the sort of people that are going to either change suppliers or they need to get a new supplier like yourself. And you need to bring the emotion into your message so that they can really have a compelling reason to want to stay and do business with you. And you shouldn't have to wait till somebody meets you in person before you communicate this. This should actually be communicated on the home page of your website. Now, if that straight away is confusing to you, I don't mind if you contact me, get in touch, and we can talk about how we can do that. But remember, emotions and pain, and making it all about the visitor to the website and not you. We don't want this website to be one big brochure about your services, your experience as the business owner. It's about the end user. And if you make that website about them and their experiences and their pain and how you actually solve those pain points, you straight away are going to have a website that is radically different to pretty much everybody else out there. And on that note, we actually also want you to show why you're different and who you are. How many times do you go to a website, guys, and you get no sense, you go to the About Us page. Now, I like to know who the owner of the business is, I like to know who the key people are before I might make contact with them. How many times do you go to a website and you just don't have a clue who even owns that business, let alone who you might want to get in contact with and who you're going to gel with. So it's really important to show that personal side of your business. And also, if you're doing really great things out there in the community, like you're doing some sort of charity work or community work or making a real difference, show that on your website. It's incredibly interesting to people, and it will give them another reason to want to do business with you if you're actually aligned with similar values and similar thought processes on the world. It's quite an amazing connection to do business with people that you like, and as we already know, people do business with who they know, like and trust. So you need to really get this personal information across on your website about what makes your business so different and why you're so special and what you have in common. Because there are people that will just leave. They won't get you and they won't get your message, but there are tons of people that will fall in love with you if you do this. I absolutely promise. And I actually have a client who did do this. We changed his website around. He was a business coach, and we put him front and center on the website, and we made the focus more about, his how he really helped clients with their pain points and their successes, and showed case studies. And he started writing blogs, and he just came across in such a more professional light. We put up a great infographic on his website which showed it showed his points of difference and his expertise, why you should even be listening to him. Now, in the first month his website went up, in conjunction with the sales calls that his business development manager was doing, he got 5 new clients in 1 month. And a new client to him is worth 25 grand a year. So that's 125 grand's worth of new business that he brought in 1 month. And that's not to even think about the ongoing business, the lifetime of a client. So being personal and bringing your personal message to your website is probably one of the biggest, most critical tips we can give you. Now, another tip we can give you is don't just direct all of your traffic. We've talked about online marketing, and we've talked about the sales funnel, how we talked about that in the last lesson. Don't bring all of the traffic just to your homepage, so you've got this incredible homepage that's got all this information on it. Have lead pages in your website too, so you're controlling the experience of the person visiting your website, and you're funneling them into the area that they're interested in. Now, to use an example, I've got a a branding, a marketing, a website business, but maybe I've got somebody who only wants to come to me for an e-newsletter. So I would, from whatever marketing I was doing, I would just funnel them straight to that e-newsletter page, or I'd funnel them straight to the website page. Whatever it is that they want to know, get them there quicker and really guide their experience through that website, not think that they're going to find you. Probably the worst thing I have clients say to me is, oh yeah, I've got that information in there. And I say to them, well, whereabouts in your website is it? Because people have a really short attention span and they will just flick off and go to somebody that's giving them an easier website experience. So I think easy navigation and drilling down quickly and making it really clear, helping them, just letting them know where it is that they need to go to. And also giving them plenty of case studies and social proof that you know what you're on about, because don't just tell them you're the expert, prove to them that you're the expert. We touched on that in lesson 4, where we talked about trust and developing trust. Now, it's a 76% of the decisions based on going with a service or a business is based on your reputation. So you really need to show your good reputation in your website. And with that, you do that with your social proof and your testimonials and video testimonials and good case studies and information, success stories. People want to see that. So make sure that's all throughout your website. Your website is not a place for you to be modest. Your website is somewhere where you really let people know what you've achieved and what you can do for them, touching on their pain points, of course, and making it about their experience, not just about you, but how you can actually help them. And in that, you're giving clear call to actions and using tons of video. The conversion rate on videos is through the roof at the moment. People really believe it when they see it on video, and there's nothing more powerful than a video testimonial, by the way. So when you're next getting clients to do testimonials for you, if you're actually at their office, pull out your iPhone. Ask them if they don't mind, if they sort of think about what they want to say, and then film a little video testimonial. It's really powerful stuff on your website. So there's just a few helpful hints for you. I think they're going to be pretty valuable. It's a lot to get your head around. So once again, download that webinar that we talked about in lesson 4 if you didn't already. It's got a lot of real life examples of websites of people that are doing this already, and it's actually got the example of the website that we spoke about before, the business coach who's pulling in hundreds of thousands of dollars more work a year just because he brought himself to the website and presented himself. So I think and he's got a lot of video content on there too, which is doing really well for him. So I think if you go and have a look at those samples, it'll really help you guys out. And we're also providing you with an offer. We're really happy to help you with a website analysis of your website. If you know that you're taking in all this information, but you really don't know how to apply it, give me a call, drop me a note via email, and we'll have a chat to you and see if we can help you. I'm pretty positive that we can. There's always room for improvement. My website is a continual work in progress, and I think that's also the biggest tip, is your website should also be a big work in progress. I just want to leave you with one thought, one quote from the advertising marketing guru himself, Simon Reynolds. He says, 90% of what we do online is a total waste of time, but the 10% who are doing it really well are making a fortune. It's something to really consider. So I hope to hear from you soon, and I'll see you for lesson 6.